Welcome back to another battle, everybody. Today we're playing Progressive World Domination on the Europe Advanced map. We're playing, Progressive Capitals on the Europe Advanced map. We're playing as a green player out of the second position, and I think I go for this. I have so much material in Orient that I think we just take this right in the middle. We play for Orient. Maybe we play for the middle first and then for Orient, something like that. Should be good. I'm excited to play this game. I have not played Risk in a couple of days at the time of recording this, or maybe one game just to get a video. And so back on the meta settings here today. It is Meta Monday. Those of you who are in tune with our relative Risk schedule that we run here, that is the goal of today's game. I don't think I can take the turn 1 Orient without sacrificing my capital. So I don't think I'll try to do that. Or maybe I do. Maybe I do try to do that. And we get a little dicey, a little aggressive. Might be a bit too risky to do that. I do wonder if the better play is to just take my middle bonus first, roll out some of that material on the right-hand side, and take Orient on the second turn. That's certainly an idea as well. But we see yellow, blue, and purple. I do kind of like blue's capital in the middle there. Some interesting blizzards. That Bavaria blizzard here at the bottom of the Germany Central Europe bonus here creates a lot of choking in the middle of here. A Trieste capital would be very, very strong in this board, especially paired with my Bulgaria capital over here. Yellow is up in London. It appears the yellow players decided to not continue playing the game. I do wonder if they got capped behind. Turn 1 bot out is not our favorite thing to occur in the game of Risk. That is for sure. I start with 6. I could dump. Do I go for the turn 1 Orient? I think I want to. I wouldn't normally, but I think I'd like to see what we get. That succeeds. As long as we get good dice on the 2 here, I think I'm okay. Not the best. We're going to 2 dice slider here. And we come back with a 3. We got a 5 cap and an Orient hold. I went for the turn 1 Orient. Pink is a human. Places down here. Presumably this material goes to the left. If this material comes up to the right, I don't understand the idea that pink is going for here. Yeah, this doesn't make any sense to me, because you're not going to be able to get in down here. As long as white doesn't break me. Now, this is a good thumbnail position here. I went for this. I am mildly concerned by pink's positioning here, but he doesn't pick up a bonus with that. So if we can clear white out of here on the second turn, I'm feeling pretty good about our spot. I played aggressively there. We rolled a couple 2-on-1s or 3-on-1s. Normally we fail those 3-on-1s, so I'm perfectly okay with that. Some initial troop loss here by purple. If I can leverage Orient into a better position, that would be ideal. Again, I didn't clear white out of here. That was the one risk, is not knocking white out from behind me. Okay, speaking of white, that may have been a cap roll onto white, given that we anticipate pink being... Yeah, white's laughing at that one. I wonder if he would have won the cap roll had he pulled this 2 down, left the extra troop here. So blue is probably going to take the purple capital, or white takes the purple capital. Yellow is back, so yellow bots on the first turn, but returns and then emotes. So that's good, at least, that yellow is not completely gone. We'll have a chance to make a move with them. Purple, with some pretty atrocious dice there, loses all 6 troops. White Presumably plays off of that and then steals purple's capital. But then has to split between 2 locations, right? So it's a little risky to take this. Loses 2. So he's got, what, 5 between 2 spots? He must have lost all but 1 troop here then. Or maybe all but 2, right? Because this would have been a 9. Ends up as an 8 here. Don't love that for him. I would very much love to steal a Kyiv capital here as opposed to the St. Petersburg one. I don't think this is particularly good. White does lose 2 troops in that role. Does he give this to blue for free, or does he try to split? Because if he splits, he probably loses this one to blue and this one to me. Interesting. Blue puts everything here. Blue just plays for his bonus? Okay. I'm fine with that. Is this really like a 2 cap here? No way pink doesn't just take that, right? All right, I think yellow hits me once here in France, maybe? So leaves the 6 there. I'm not sure. He's down to 5 troops because he didn't play the first turn. Okay. He just lost all 3 troops on that roll. You would think the 6 hits me, and then I can't take this. Everybody is being wild. Yeah, 6 does hit me. All right, we don't get that. We might be able to get white's original, though. I don't want white behind me. Yeah. Nah, no freebies, bro. Sorry. No freebies. I do wonder if pink comes and tries to break me off of this position up and over and to get down here. But that's fine. This blue 3 here isolates white from a rebreak. Could play off the 1 here, but I think that would be a mistake because you'd need enough material here to hit the 2, which is why I felt okay about that play. And this, the Kyiv capital is so much better than the St. Petersburg capital on this particular board that I'm totally okay with doing that. Not sure if, I don't think purple is still here. I think he's likely botted given the roll loss there. Now we just got to not draw the attention of blue. I think that's the biggest thing. Knock pink out of here. Maybe even try to take Eastern Europe, depending on how what kind of checks my opponents put on each other. Yeah, there's the purple bot. So, and because purple's botted in here, I don't know that this bot's going to even let me hold this bonus anyway. Knocks white out of there, so that's fine. I really like this Orient start. I'm glad I went for that. We got 13 troops on that last turn, which was a good place to be. Goes 5 here. Dives left. Very passive play. Blue gets 11. Is he going to come break me? I wouldn't break me if I were blue this early. I don't think that's a good play. I really don't think that's a very good play. I think that's kind of stupid, to be honest. I think that is unnecessarily aggressive. That just shows that you're planning on being bad neighbor for most of the game. And positionally, it's not like you can't get blocked where you are. So, I think that's a pretty bad play by blue there to go bad neighbor this early and put that kind of target on your back. Because, like, sure, I can't break you, but I'm still going to get quite a few troops. And we've got yellow holding a decent bonus up there. It's just, I don't know. I don't love putting that kind of target on your own back. And I get, maybe you want to capitalize off of the fact that I Pink's still getting 6. That I took white's cap, which is fair. I totally get that. But at the end of the day, like, eventually I'll be able to wrap around and feel comfortable enough to do so. And he can break me again if he really wants to, but I don't think that that helps him. I think it only hurts him more. So we'll see. I mean, he can break me again on this turn. He can either play off the 1 here if purple doesn't add troops in front of my cap, or up here along this line. I don't want to make my caps too weak. I don't think that that's worth it. So we'll see how blue responds. I think white's going to continue playing fairly passive from his position, just trying to keep his cap defended. But if blue keeps hitting me, he gives you guys better content because we have an enemy to fight. So we'll see what comes of that. Or white just breaks me. All right, white's putting a target on his back. Sure, bud. If that's what you want to do. I don't understand white doing that either, honestly. Like, I took your cap because I felt it was the right play. I retake here and I just block, I think. Maybe I try to take this bonus over here. It seems that blue is not interested in re-hitting me now, after I removed him. And so it's kind of a crafty play by blue on that last turn to do that, because now he's got white open to me, which is white didn't want to hit through the 3 before. So that's fine. I don't think white has the leverage here. As a player with no bonus, starting from a relatively, like, he's got a 10 cap now. I don't think you can afford to be aggressive, especially with these other guys holding bonuses. You're just putting yourself in danger. But, you know, players will do that. They don't seem to mind. So we'll still get 9 here. So I hit purple here the way that I just did because I figured the bot would stack on me anyway. And this way it gives it 2 cards to take in this spot, especially if it stacks elsewhere. That was the thinking. White can try a 6-on-3 if he wants. This way I still try to hold this here. And I stacked on this because this is cap blue sees. He doesn't see this one. He could potentially come roll this one. If he rolls this one, he opens this one up. So I'm hoping that this places the 3 elsewhere. Might trade too, if it has a trade on 3. Yeah, it does. It's going to dump everything. So this probably re-breaks me. Maybe this attacks to the right as well. I'm hoping it's a bonus taker. And then doesn't. Yeah, all right, sweet. Perfect. And this gives me a little bit of a buffer if blue decides to come off cap to come break me. Trade early. I have a set. I don't really want to use it. But this would be a good stabilize. The play that I just made of taking both of these bonus would be a good stabilizing play. I'm gonna eliminate you, bro, if you do this. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna make sure you lose the game if you break me again. I don't know what your fist bumps are for. I really... I'm not sure what the goal is there. I'm obviously not going to let you hold. I'm not. You yeah, I took your cap, but you're not holding here. Sorry, friend. I don't know. Thanks for hitting purple, I guess. And I understand the ramifications that are going to come of that, but I need to eliminate players from the game to be completely transparent with you. And the only way I'm going to eliminate players from the game is by picking a target. And I can't kill blue yet, so I may as well make sure you don't win. And if you want to trade early and cause me problems and this and that, then that's fine. I think pink's going to get a lot of troops on this next turn, so I have to be kind of careful. But like too much, I throw the angry emotes around because I am just that. I'm angry. You see, it's white is throwing me the good luck, but you'll just trade in early. You'll blast my 7. It is what it is. You're not going to outpace me at this point, so I don't see an issue with what I'm doing. And if you don't trade, then I'll trade, and I'll probably eliminate you. Presumably, he comes out the cap, but he was on this territory in Lithuania, so the cap is theoretically not even open. Which means he'd have to go 6, 5, 4. Only gets a break on one spot. I think pink's going to keep coming up this way, which is fine. I kind of wish I had known this was going to happen. I wouldn't have bothered hitting the 2 there, but I wanted to make sure the 2 was out of here. And I didn't want to trigger a trade instantly if this is purple, because I wanted a better trade-in. Just in case. And if this is the end, then it picks up 2. If blue and white don't kill it, then I just eliminate it myself. I thought it might still be up here. Puts everything there, though. This should break pink, I think, right now. Yep. Did that correctly. Okay. Does he trade early to hit my 7? That's what I'm wondering. Because if white doesn't trade, white gets eliminated. He's only getting 15. Or he'll only have 15 on cap here. Maybe 16. He does trade. That's fine. So presumably you come off this position and break both. That would be my assumption. No. He plays super passive. I'm surprised by that. So blue is getting 14. I think blue must be the player in Scandinavia. I thought it would be yellow. It must be blue. And he's going to eliminate purple. Yes, well played. And that triggers the trade. So I actually get the second best trade in. I'm totally fine with that. Totally okay with that. I give him the well played. I thought about going for it, but I think that this is beneficial for me. I'll let him hold here. I don't know what pink decides to do. So purple's out. White trades early. He got 6. He would have been 5. So he had 11 on the cap. 22. Well, took a card, right? Presumably. So 21 on cap. I mean, I prioritize my stack here, and I'm pretty golden, I think. Yellow sets. He's aggressing pink. I don't think he can do enough to pink. But blue, after that initial break by blue backed off. I respect that. I didn't want to have to quarrel with this guy. Yellow and pink are going to fight. Blue's going to be in a really good spot here. I'm just going to take this card into pink here. I have no plans on hitting white right now. I'm going to make this cap a 20, and then the rest is going to be stacked here. Wow. Yeah, he full broke him. Mind you, I didn't even realize, I forgot, yellow missed a card on the first turn, so that trade was early. I probably shouldn't have gotten the 5th or the 12 there, but I did. And I have a trade on 3. Presumably these guys have cleared all of the extra additional material over here. I can path this in a way, this an elimination of white here in a way that does let me pivot over to the left if I need to. Yellow took all of the British Isles and Iceland. Presumably some quarreling between the two of them between Spain and France. We know that white's no longer in Italy. So it really just depends. Is this player going to try to come break me so that I can't eliminate him? Because I'm pretty clearly telegraphing what my idea is. Oh, is he going for yellow? He doesn't trade in off of yellow. This is not a good play. I don't like the play he just made. And if I'm blue, I wonder if you target white here. I will set early just to pick up the 3 cards. I'm not worried about this capital here. Is blue going for yellow? Blue, very quick attacks from blue. No, yellow is actually mostly untouched there, other than his original stuff. Blue got 19. I wonder if I hold out. I think I'm gonna take the risk of actually trying to poach one more card off of white. I don't know if it's a good idea, but I'm gonna wait. I don't know why he's upset, because he didn't have this bonus. He didn't have this bonus, so he shouldn't be upset. What are you doing? You didn't have the bonus here, dum-dum. You had 3 territories here. All right. You didn't have... This wasn't a bonus you had. All right, I guess I'll leave white alone. This is just a dumb play by pink. I don't... you gotta understand what you got. I'm sorry for calling this guy a dum-dum, but... I mean, this is just silly. What on earth are you doing? I took territories that didn't break you at all. Should have broken them, I guess. See if white trades. If white doesn't trade, I'm going to eliminate him. So, all right, white's done. White is toast. We trade off of that. Blue might eliminate him first, which is part of the downside, but pink had 17. Is that 4, 4, 6? No. Just 4, 6 in territory, I think. Yeah. I think white's cooked here. I probably could have taken him on the last turn. Or he takes yellow out first. Is that the... Oh. He didn't hit this territory here, or this one. He's going into yellow. He came off cap to skirt around white and hit yellow. And got him, too. Wow. Does he go down into pink with this? Blue is very, very aggressive. I could try to take out pink here and play a 1v1 against blue. The trades aren't that high. Alright. Let's see. Hold on to that. It's pretty good dice. I don't know why he's laughing. He's laughing. He's having a good time. Got 16 on that. I can always pull back into cap. He's got nothing down here, bro. All right, Blue and I are just poaching players out of this game, man. Just poaching them out of the game. Let's trade horses, Iraq, Mascara, Sahara. I'm going to take Sahara, I guess. So 15 comes back to capital. I'm going to go like 18 here. 15 back to that cap. Oops. All right, he's on 3. I'm on 4. He's worth 65 on cap troops. If he rolls a cap, I think he loses. Doesn't look like he's going to do that. I don't have a trade on 4, which is not great, but it doesn't look like he plans on rolling anything, which is good for me. And the more he splits up his troops, the better for me. I think I can win this. I'm fairly confident. He has no path to Russia, so I hold Russia. And he's burning many a troop here. Presumably you play off the 26 here as well. If he's off both, though, he's going to split, right? Yeah. To break this here. Fails that. Takes out as much as he can. Fails that. Gets that. Alright, he doesn't have a whole lot. I can double tap this and win. Let's see. There it is. Good game. Well played. And a big old thumbs up to Blue. Was a bit rude to me early, but it didn't matter. We played separate from each other the rest of the game. White, I probably would have left White alone up here. Maybe I would have left White alone here, but him breaking me after Blue did actively solidified me not leaving him alone. Pink did not understand that he was not holding a bonus here, I don't think. And so when I took 3 territories that were simply easy spots to take a card and pick up an additional +3, he thought I wronged him in some way. And way overcommitted for the number of troops that he had on cap. Significantly overcommitted. White is a master. I'm not super surprised. I mean, he got his cap rolled on turn 1 and then got bad dice on the recap roll. Blue, I'm not surprised. Man, Blue is a very fast attacker, but just I got really lucky with the chain of White into Pink. Those were super valuable eliminations, both positionally and just having so much board. And it allowed me to break Blue. Blue didn't have the trade, and we secured the win on the next turn. So shout out to Sonia Herrera. Despite the turning, Blue played a great game despite the early aggression. But sometimes you got to do it, you know, see if you can hold your opponents back. So if you guys enjoyed this video, hit that like button down below, subscribe if you haven't already. We'll be back with more Risk tomorrow. As always, everybody, I've been C-Money. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a tremendous rest of your day. Peace.